anything about loving you, I will tell them about CDC due payment.
I thought not true. I know that CDC due payment over.
No, did I? Enough finish yo. Now let me explain the whole due payment to you. That program they had on April 12th is just to tell all citizens, reaction, and sympathizers that we will start paying due for now to 2030 and all the way.
So I want to ask ya, the way some all not there. How will care what you go?
Abolida, the thing is just go straight to CDC party headquarters and you request for your book. The people will give it to you. Anytime you go there, the people will be there. Don't worry yourself. In fact, the people get a mobile money number. If you file or you know you can make it, just send it straight on their mobile money number. And as soon as you send it on the mobile money number, the people will send your receipt straight on your website, or you go pick up your receipt and your due book right to your district office. I mean, the district that you live in. You can also pay to the bank. You can go to UPA or GT Bank. When you finish paying that money, they will give you one pink paper. Then you will carry it to the party headquarters or your district office. Then the people will verify it. They will give you your original receipt and your due book. And don't forget that only $1 US or $200 liberty you will pay every month. If you want to pay more than that, no problem. Because this party called CDC have to survive. And the mobile money number is 0886 097451.
Amanda, Aweto. Amanda, Aweto. Maipuye, Iliberia, Maipuye. Jovia. Double.
String.
Aha, y'all want it, bro. The punch of giant ready to take over.
Like
Y'all want it, Robbie, Papa, come here again. Y'all want it, Papa, Georgie, come here again. Y'all want it, Mama, Joe, come here again. Who want it, Rossi, Tisha, come here again. Now they walk on Giant, coming so. Better move it, I say you're better move your phone. It's about to get away. We come here again. Who wanna roast CDC come here again? Yeah, who wanna roast job? We are coming again. Who wanna roast Mama Joe? We come here again. Up in the roast CDC come here again. Now they whole country giant coming so.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you find yourself. Welcome to the weekend edition of the CDC Hour. The CDC Hour is a 60-minute package of activities within the Congress for Democratic Change. And we also discuss other issues affecting the body politics of our country. Today is September 12th, 2025. Today is Friday, the weekend. You know, weekend is for everybody, and we're here. We are, as usual, dealing with issues within the Congress for Democratic Change, the due payment, decentralization. We're going to talk about also the headquarter issues and other meaningful issues within the CDC. We inform you here. We don't necessarily entertain, but we inform you on the requisite information that you will have to know about your political institution. And so this plus much more will be highlighted in the next 55 minutes, just after a bit of our theme song. Thanks so much and welcome back. I'm your presenter, producer in here, Ishiaka Sharif. I've always been here. So if you are watching live on the feed, that is on the Facebook feed live, you can just do us a favor by pressing the share button to invite other people to form part of the show. I can see J. Larry Talu. He's watching already. Nathan M. Jibade. Say good evening. I'm following you from Greenville, Sano County. Oh, thanks so much for watching from Sano County. Augustine Kovabian. David Williams, all of them are watching here tonight as the show gets heated. And so they there have been, young people from the CDC, energetic, enterprising young people, uh, giving information to the public about the CDC due payment. Christopher Kenneth, Melvin Brown, they were here on Mr. Andrews' show about an hour and a half ago, and they lay squarely how the due payment activities, decentralization in the district are going. As a matter of fact, it will be launched, not necessarily launched, but it will begin on the 15th of September. That is Monday. It will begin on Monday, the due payment process in the district. And so if you are in District 14, if you are in District 15, District 16, District 17, those are the 4 districts that are going to begin with. And so there are points dedicated for you to meet the team in order to pay your dues. The dues is just a $1, $1 US dollar, or its equivalent in Liberian dollars. That is 200 Liberian dollars. So you go pay your $1 per month, or 200 Liberian dollars is equivalent. Or you can just go pay your $6 for 6 months, or your $12 for 1 year, and then you relax yourself and wait for another year to come. Or some people have paid for 3 years already. Some people have paid for the 6 years already that the CDC is in opposition for until 2029. It will interest you to know that a lot of people are trooping in at the headquarters, paying their dues, obtaining their receipts, obtaining their due books from different districts across the country, in Montserrado, in Magibi, in Bumi, Cape Mount, and the rest of the counties. People are trooping in already to the headquarters to pay their dues, because when you pay your dues, okay, what are the benefits of paying your dues? Okay, your benefits of paying your dues is that you're gonna give the party you so much love, the party you so much cherish, you are so much committed to, you are so much dedicated to. Once you pay your dues, you are going to give the party a very strong financial position. You are going to place the party in a very strong financial situation, so that we can be able as a party to do a lot of things, to fund election, to fund district headquarters rental, to pay rental for our headquarters in the districts. As a matter of fact, we are already in the process of building a national headquarters. And so that due you are paying, as I'm made to understand, as stipulated the other day by Honorable Eugene Nagbe, who's the chief of staff to the former president, that the party contemplates not only building a headquarters, a national headquarters, right? But the party is also the party has decided to also erect its own district headquarters, its own county headquarters, county headquarters in the 15 political subdivisions of the country. And so we are not only building a national headquarters in wherever we're going to build it, right? But we have also completed plans to build county headquarters in the 15 counties. As a matter of fact, what I know about, since 2016, since 2016, the CDC has bought properties, land spaces in Magibi. I know about that. We have a land in Grand Jide. We have a land in Nimba. Okay, we have a land in Bone County. I can attest to that. I have gone to those properties and made sure I reach there to to seek the veracity of the information that came to me. That was 2016, 2017 when we acquired those properties for the party. Those properties are there, and so it will be part of the process to develop them to build county headquarters on those properties. Okay, Asada Miller has joined. Mick Freeman has also joined. Spencer Mohammed has joined. Bill King has joined us during this broadcast. And so we have acquired those properties already in 3 to 4 counties. And we have a property also in Riverside. I can assure you that we have a property in Riverside that the party bought, documented, well documented. And so when Honorable Eugene Nagbe said we are going to erect headquarters in the 15 counties, not only in Montserrado, not only a national headquarters, he meant that. And the party means it. The party means to decentralize to the level we can, to the level possible we can. And so you got to be very proud of your party. You got to be very proud of your party. There is no political party in this country that has bought its own properties, land in 4 or 5 counties in this country. We don't have that political party here. Even the ruling party right now, the very confused Unity Party, do not have that. As a matter of fact, they don't even have a headquarters of their own. They are still renting. They have thrown them out over 4 times. They have changed headquarters over 4 times. They have been evicted twice. And so together, consummately, they have changed headquarters 5 or 6 times. So, but we are now in the process of building our own headquarters. The headquarters construction committee the other day released the information soliciting the support of its partisans, your support, you that are watching here, you that are listening. The headquarters construction committee released a statement, a very powerful statement of solicitation of support on behalf of the party to build our national headquarters. Okay, so we are well on course. We are in pole position. POLE. That's what I mean. POLE. We are in a very pole position, meaning we are ahead of any other political party in this country that you think about. So we are constructing our own national headquarters. And like I've always said, seditionists are getting so united since the illegal eviction and demolition of our headquarters. Though we still have 2 suits in the court of law at the Supreme Court. The CDC still have 2 suits, okay, that we filed against the owner of the property we were occupying, the property that was just destroyed. The investments we had on there that were destroyed. So we took 2 suits to the court against that individual, and those 2 suits, as per my understanding, are about to be heard by the Supreme Court. This is very important, right? I know it is not going to bring anything back. It cannot bring anything back. But when a group of people are persecuted by the government, okay, persecution means to get at you, okay, to create a condition where you can be, they can put you on the defense, to persecute you, to run behind you, to stereotype you. We as a party are being persecuted by the government because the government fears the CDC. The government jitters whenever it hears about the CDC because the government is operating on the falsified foundation. The government is premised on the false foundation, in fact, because they came to power on lies, on deception. And when you come to power on the precipice of lies and deception, what happens to you is that the foundation, the false foundation on which you are built, begins to crumble. And so the government is crumbling. Make no mistake, the government is crumbling. The country is so difficult. The country is hard. The economy is in tatters. The economy is in malaise. The government does not know now what to do about the economy. The government is confused, and that's why they are instituting all kinds of voodoo economic policies to think that they can arrest the economic situation of the country. But it is not working. It is not working because this is not a policy to lift the economy from its level of malaise. When the economy is in malaise, it means the economy is in the bad state. Okay, the government is not able to manage the economy. They are physically, they are physically irresponsibly managing the economy. Okay, so that's why the Liberian people, that's why you people are suffering. Take care of your life. How was your life 2 years ago? Okay, differentiate between your life now and your life 2 years ago when President George Weah was in power. Was everything bread and butter? No. Were we perfect in governance? No. We had semblances of imperfection because as a government, we were also a human organization. And so we would make we will encounter some challenges down the line that we encountered. Okay, right? But to the extent where now everything is asunder, economic policy is not working, educational policy is in tatters, the healthcare system is deplorable, where people at the nation's biggest referral hospital, JFK, a pregnant woman who go there to deliver are being held after their delivery, are being held for hospital bills, right? When they do not pay their bills, some of them have spent a lady was crying on the phone on one of these radio stations around the country. She said since she gave birth about 3 weeks by then, okay, the hospital could not allow her to leave because she said she owed in the excess of $200 United States dollars. Imagine that, right? A pregnant woman who goes to the hospital to deliver, to give birth, had already given birth, but the hospital is holding her because she cannot pay her bills. She cannot pay the bills of $200, in order to get released. So she was being held captive. She was being held captive. She was held in captivity. People had to rally around, get some money together to go and free that lady. And that is just an isolated case out of too many cases, out of too many of those cases that are happening across the country at various hospitals and clinics around the country. So the health situation in the country is bad. Okay, the government is so bankrupt, so broke, to the extent that they even attempted in the last few days to report the outbreak of Ebola, a false news, a fake news, in order for the international community to come and help them with some money. In 2016, when Ebola struck Liberia, international community spent over $4 billion United States dollars in this country to fight that epidemic, and so that's the kind of thing the guys are thinking on again, that look, we have to do this. But alarm blew. International people went around, they did a test alongside the the Public Health Institute of Liberia, Enfield, and had it not been for the international people, Enfield would have lied to say, oh, Ebola is in the country. But international people went there. There are a lot of international medical organizations in the country. So they went and said, look, it's not Ebola, it's negative, and so we are safe. We are safe right now. So, but the health system is deplorable. Okay, it's deplorable. There is no need to overemphasize that. The health system is deplorable. People in fact, at the Redemption Hospital the other day, about a month ago, when people, I saw people running, when I asked what happened, they said a lady who was in labor pain, right, went to the Redemption Hospital in Negro Town, and the medical practitioners there had told her that there was no hospital bed for them to admit her. Okay, so as the family decided to put her on a keke to take her to either a private clinic or maybe to JFK, the woman gave birth right at the emergency entry, right? The emergency room entry of the hospital. That lady gave birth. And so her colleagues, her friends, women had to come and create a shield around her. They created a shield around her, took out their lappers and spread it. I mean, not spread it on the ground, but just like, protecting her with a shield that she could not get disgraced. That's what happened about a month ago at the Redemption Hospital. That speaks to the fact that the health system is very deplorable. So Dr. Louis Koto is not doing well. Jaso Jala, Minister of Education, is not doing well as well. And so the whole government is helter-scattered. What rescue promised, they're not doing it. The guys are just stealing on an industrial scale, and they are very, very professional in their thievery. Okay, they are very professional in their thievery. In the last 20 months or so that the government has been in power for, there has been no single entity in the government. There has been no single entity in the government that we have not heard about a corruption issue. So corruption has taken over the government. And that's the reason why the Liberian people are not getting what they're supposed to get from the government, right? They're not getting what they're supposed to get from the government. And so once the government does not change course, we are moving to a decisive victory. Even if they change course now, it will be very cosmetic. People would say, oh, the government is doing it because they want to win election. And as a matter of fact, when you hear the guy say, George Weah will never come back to power. George Weah will not come back to power. Their only defense, the only thing they think on is that we are going to an election where they're going to cheat. They're going to rig the election. No. Nobody will rig election in this country. It cannot happen. If you do that, the country will descend. The country will descend. If you go to election and win for any reason, if the Liberian people elect you to continue for another 6 years, that is the Unity Party, so be it. But to say you will lose the election and then say you win, come on, it cannot happen. It's not going to happen here. Nobody say you can't cheat, right? People can cheat, but cheating is a subset of rigging, right? So you can cheat maybe in one area, you can cheat in one precinct, you can cheat in one county, but to say election beat you, election win you, where the results are glaring, and opposition, we have our results to our fingertips, we have our tally sheets, we have everything, we have our men in the field and reporting to us our tally sheets, we are tabulating our own results, and we come to a percentage that we have won based on our mathematical calculation of the election results. Then you come back, you say you win the election. You can't cede power. Come on. You will cede power, CEDE. You will cede power, okay? You will give power. George Weah did not relinquish power on the basis of weakness, but because he wanted he wants a fledgling democracy for this country. The investment the international community and the Liberian people have done to the peace of this country in the last 21 years since the war is immeasurable for one group of misguided people, having we say miscreants, rescue puppets to come and derail that peace, right? We will not allow it as a country. If you win for any reason, you will win. But make no mistake, we are going to be on top of our games and we have our strategies. We are not going to release our strategies because we are building something very special. I can assure you, the CDC is building something very, very special. And when the time comes, when that thing we are building very, very special, that shall have been the discovery of it, when it has been reported, to the Liberian people, to Cdicians, to you, who are our benefactors. You are our benefactors because you are the ones who have been supporting us to do all of these things we are doing. You have been the backbones of this political party. You have been so much dedicated, so much committed, so much influential. You have given your blood, you have given your sweat, you have given both your moral and financial supports to the forward march of this party. And that is why this party has reached to the apex of national politicking in the country. And so we owe you that. The CDC owes you that. The only thing we ask of you is to continue to support your party. How do you continue to support your party? Is by paying your dues, is by contributing to the construction of the CDC headquarters. Like I said from my intro, right? The illegal eviction and subsequent demolition of the CDC's headquarters has brought the party together, is bringing the party together. The party is getting cohesive. The cohesion, the cohesiveness in the party is taking center stage. And so, Cdicians in the community, you are making no mistakes. Continue further. Once you wake up in the morning, look your partisans in the face. Look your friend, your brother in the eyes. So, good morning, my partisans. How are you? How did you sleep? Look, let us unite. Let us come together